Hello and welcome to episode 32 of our Timberborn Update 6 Folktales playthrough here in cycle 41, day 14. We got 0.9 days left until drought comes in once again, but we are well past the point of having to worry about having food or water, I don't know, as of 20-something episodes ago. However, we do have this area down here that's caused a little bit of a problem because of how I rather poorly handled water flowing through this. Ended up starting the process of moving this area up one block. We got some trees here that are probably not going to be doing too hot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and close this sluice gate, and then these up here as well, so that the water stops flowing through here. Hopefully just in time to avoid some of these trees dying, and we can utilize the drought to grow them for wood, harvest them, and then raise the ground the way that we had been trying to for a little while. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing, is keeping up with that. However, we can't forget that we closed these when this reopens at the end of the drought. So that's going to be a fun thing for us to take care of. Also, last episode, I asked, in keeping with the bit of this being named that place up there, and this district being named that place over there, I asked if you guys wanted me to rename the main district, and there were some people that said, no, keep it the way it is, but the majority of the comments referencing this did say, please rename the bottom district, so we're going to name it this place down here. Except I probably didn't capitalize it correctly. Yeah. So let's fix that. So now the bit is complete, except I can't type. This place down here, still Beaverburg 17, but it is henceforth to be known as this place down here. That's not going to get confusing at all. Outside of that, I asked you at the end of, or I guess toward the end of last episode, about your desired placement of the Earth Recultivator. This is something we really need to start building ASAP, because it has a lot of materials that it needs to have to get constructed and launched. So the preference that I gave was that I would build up this area with a little bit of terrain, and then we could put our actual building right here so it covers all of the housing. Other people suggested putting it, obviously it would not be underwater for this, but other people suggested putting it in this area. That would still cover all of the housing, but I think in keeping with kind of the theme of the visual flow of this area, it probably should be in this area, and most of you agreed. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead, since the terraformer does not have any extra space to store stuff, we need to go ahead and get that going. So I'm just going to just level this completely off here, again, since we're not using this area. The thing is a 7 by 7. So what it's going to end up needing is one space on every... You know what? Actually, that is looking pretty good. So we have the science, obviously we have 67,000. So if that's going to be where that goes, you know, I think I can get on board with that. But what we're going to do is kind of terrace this down a little bit. Of course, they can't actually place this until all of these are in... all of them are in place. So I'm going to temporarily hold the corners, except I did that incredibly wrongly. I'm going to hold the corners here and here. I think it's going to go a little bit faster if I just build from the path here. Some of this obviously has to come from this way, but if we go ahead and just do one of these numbers, that's going to work out a whole lot better for us. So you can see the bots already coming in to place from below, and then of course they're going to have to eventually come upstairs to do it. But if we go ahead and get this in place now, then we can actually get the dirt delivered in real time, and once that's finished we can place the thing on top. But like I was saying, I think we're going to want to... I might actually have to remove this to put the rest of this in place, but I kind of want to terrace this. Maybe like that. Maybe we'll do 2, just like so, and then blend this in. Yeah, you know what? I think... Well, I don't really have anywhere for this wood to go. Well, I kind of do, but I'll go ahead and empty that. We don't need to get rid of the stuff yet, but we need to make sure that we're allowing this to get constructed first and foremost so we can actually start building the thing. Also would be a good time to confirm that we can access all of the stuff we need to build this in this district. Of course, that's gears, treated planks, and metal blocks. So if we click on here, we do in fact have a tiny storage for gears. We have a tiny storage for metal blocks, and we have a, well, actually, it looks like we have a couple tiny storages for treated planks. So to construct this correctly, we're going to need to have some storage put in. Easiest thing to do probably is going to be to give, which district is this? That place up there, referring to it in the first person, a bridge to build down once we place the item, so that's going to end up being a thing we do with a set of overhangs, probably. Yeah, so if I put... See, that would actually be in the way of the thing versus going, say... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Yeah, so this corner of this thing would actually be in this spot right here. So if I were to probably go right about here, I think they should be able to get to it. We'll see. If not, we'll just get rid of it. But the name of the game... I didn't need to do that, but the name of the game when you're building a large thing like this and there are materials in other districts that you really don't want to have to worry about bringing through the district crossing, just give them access from the other district without connecting it. Do we have a Silly Billy? We do. Timberbot 597, 92% durability. Why are you the way that you are? Why are you the way that you are? Because, oh, that's such a pain. I'm going to have to... How did you... First of all, how did you even get up here? How did you get down here? That's the better question. How... Like, there's no access to this. I feel like it must have been... It must have come in this way and then got shoved off when this, this whole thing started. Well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. So, some of these trees did die, but remember, I said that was a sacrifice I was willing to make. Channeling my inner Lord Farquaad, I guess, but the point of what I was getting at is we can start harvesting these trees and then we can continue bringing this up. Having the water flow through here and then through here is probably going to be the way to go. I will go ahead and set this back to auto and then this back to auto. Somebody left a comment saying that we need to deepen this because this is going to get pumped out. Maybe. It might. I don't think it's really going to be that big of a deal. But it is something for us to keep our eye on as we continue moving forward. We also were in the process of constructing windmills to power these smelters. Remember, we're going to need a lot, and I mean a lot of metal to build this thing. This thing being this place down here, getting the Earth Recultivator. Alright, so bots are... I mean, I got 12 extra bots, but I really don't want to just waste one. So I think... Oh, as much as I hate to do this, let's just go ahead. Just go ahead and put in a staircase right here so this dumb bot can get out. It's a whole thing. Hopefully none of them continue getting stuck up here, or else I'm going to have some choice words for all of these guys. But we have 12 extra bots. We have 11 extra bots up here. There are currently 26 bio beavers working. For some reason, people seem to have the idea that it's dumb that I don't employ my bio beavers, but the whole point of every single series we do is to make it so the beavers don't have to work anymore. So I'm not really incentivized personally to get those guys back working. So let's export these bots down here. Actually, in this place down here, now that we've formally renamed it, taking a look at our different employment here. The district crossings, 2 of them are currently staffed by beavers. The fluid dumps are staffed by beavers, a forester, the gatherer flags, inventor, obviously, lumberjack flags, and water pumps. I debated taking these water pumps out Is this idiot still stuck? He got absolutely betrayed. Absolutely betrayed by these clowns. These bots just have no respect for their own kind. I put this here because he was stuck right in... You know... Man. So this is what's irritating about this. Bot rescue mission. Alright, now they cannot move him away. They cannot move him away by building something else because I took all of those out. Alright, build that and finally get rid of that. Okay, so that one's empty. That means now I can get rid of these overhangs, get rid of these, and then we can actually refill. We can put all of the terrain here that we need to put in here. So, what we should probably do... Go ahead. I think this is still connected. Oh. Okay, it's actually not. Well, not the end of the world. Let's just get this sat back in here. This will just end up doing something like this, and then we can have our path right back where it was. Alright, now get this thing built. Bot 597 can unstuckify himself. Alright, good. That was an enormous waste of time. But it's fine. Just get all these pieces back where they have to go. Hopefully nobody gets stuck like an idiot again. But I digress. Looks like we have some more maple trees we could be planting if we need... I don't know that we really need them. I think we're doing okay, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, some of these trees are gonna have to be what they're gonna have to be. But the rest of this we probably can... Ah, see, this isn't wet anymore. Probably because there's no water flowing through here. So I guess that's our outer limit, so to speak, until we get something else figured out. That's one of those things we just got to keep checking on. This is still not built. I can and probably should... Yeah, we'll go ahead and set this dynamite off. This, of course, being set off for the purposes of gravity battery building. And since that dynamite is there, and it's going to be important for us to be able to use these, as soon as that windmill is built, I'm going to start putting the gravity batteries in. But we've kind of focused on this over here. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get that whole stack finished. Yep. Then, for the benefit of the bots not getting stuck, let's just have this entire thing here. So nobody can wander their way through here and cause problems. Just get that taken care of. And then, like I said, we have to be able to use the resources from that place up there for this place down here, which is why I put this overhang here. I am pretty sure this won't have an effect on... yeah, it looks like that's probably fine. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not going to place it down yet, but they should be able to. Construct from the top of that. If not, then we can move it, but I just wanted to make sure they had a way to get in there. So, leaving that alone for the time being. Another thing I was reminded of in the comments was that not all of... I'm in the wrong spot. Not all of this area has been marked for cutting. So we're going to fix that. Yeah, because every time this ground moves, it becomes something that they can't actually access. So that should help massively in that regard. Oh, hey, it's 15 minutes into the video and I haven't turbo speeded yet. Turbo sped? I don't know. Past tense. But they're going to get this taken care of. We may end up needing to, if we want to have the ground be green. I don't know where that came from. We might have to put a little irrigation station in nearby, but we're going to see. We're going to see what happens. I think once this gets raised, most of this will become green. We'll get everything else figured out as we are able to. And then that's going to be that. So, long story short, I'm not really worried about not having the capacity for a massive amount of resources to construct the Earth Recultivator in this place down here because we're storing all this garbage up here anyway, so they might as well just come over here and do it just like that. Sound effects included, since I know so many of you are fond of those. But there's still the matter of I distracted myself and I didn't actually export any bots to other districts. So let's check. I've got stuff that is still paused here. This mine, these are still paused because there's no power generation yet. Ah, the paper. Yeah, a couple people kind of got on to me in the comments about, oh, I'm not using paper so I can delete. Yeah, look, I know we need the paper. We're just managing it poorly. Because it's going into the printing press. So we need to actually have some paper mills. Best, easiest way for us to get that accomplished, I am pretty sure, is going to be for us to have a... Oh, I disconnected those. That was intelligent of me. Is that going to cause water flow issues? No. Okay. I'm going to end up blasting this out so we can have power come out the side, and then... that's the wrong tab. And then I can put one of these here, one of these here, and then another lumber mill up there, and they can all transmit power to each other. And then we just have to have a little bit of a funky, fresh, kind of like, what in the world are you doing here moment with our pathing. I don't know in what universe that qualifies as funky, fresh, but look, I'm trying, okay? I'm doing my best. So that's going to end up being a paper mill right here. This up here needs to have a platform alongside a lumber mill again. And then we don't necessarily have to put another one of these right here. It's just the place that I figured it would probably fit. So I know I could have maybe done a little bit of a better job at how this was laid out, but hey. We're just doing what we can, right? Just doing what we can. So, 2 more paper mills. 1 more lumber mill. We still have plenty of wood that has not been cut down. So we don't need to keep adding more yet. So that's all fine. How are we doing over here? Any more stupid bots that got stuck? No? Okay. Good. This lumberjack flag is cutting down trees that we probably don't need to be cutting down, but that's okay. More and more of these. I think by the time this is all finished, drought-wise, these trees should be naturally cut down, which was the goal, so we could build everything up here. Yeah, the paper being a problem is, well, it is what it is. Yeah, okay, just what I thought. As soon as this got connected, it was irrigated perfectly fine. Minimal issues. So that's good to see. We're getting very, very close to this actually being a viable construction site now. So, to incentivize them, since I know we redid this thing this whole time, let's just get these popped in place, and then I will put in our Earth Recultivator, because they really need to get going on this ASAP. So, based on the area that we've made, this is actually an even number of spots here, but if we want to be particular, I believe what I was gonna place that there. So we will go ahead and put that right back where it was. Get this attached here. And then, I guess around the back side, if we really felt like it, we could put a couple more of these things in place. Thank you, lag. Gonna feather this out a little bit. That looks pretty good. And this is going to end up, hopefully, being a nice thing here. Alright, so let's leave that alone. Move on to take a look at some of this other stuff. Did they finish? Good. All these are operating. That takes care of a couple of our bots, but now we're up to 15. See, they're actually making the bots fast now, which is great. And I still don't really have... Yeah, there's no paper here because we're not making enough paper. Also, probably... Yeah, I don't have... This is going to change from punch cards to just regular paper then. We have to be importing the paper to actually use it, right? Alright. Gravity battery. Gravity battery. Say that one 5 times fast. They really can't reach this. I feel like that's not accurate. They should be able to build from beneath. If I have this come up here. Okay, there it is. It was just out of range. But this would allow these to be operating just as soon as these are put in place. And we can just continue to detonate indefinitely until we get all the way down to the very bottom of the map, which we are not currently at. So we have our metal blocks here. This storage we did not build for scrap metal because we weren't operating the mine. We probably should go ahead and turn that back on. I'm going to go ahead and hire 2 more of these guys and then 2 more of these guys. So now we have a deficit alongside running that one and running this one. We've optimized the output of this mine with the 9. That rhymes. So that's why we have 9 workers, because I somehow suffered through the math to figure out that these 2 would basically be perfectly supplied by this one mine. Now, that place over there has a deficit of 15 bots, which means we can change this to, say, 41. And then everything will be at equilibrium, assuming these are operating correctly. You already know what I'm going to say, so we're going to leave that alone. Come back and check on it later. I will spare you the pain and suffering of whatever occupation you have with counting how many times I say that particular phrase. But this is officially started. We've got 6 out of 2,000 gears. And I'm pretty sure they can build from up top here. I'm just going to watch and make sure that they're actually doing it. If not, we'll have to put another one of these in. But I am very curious. Like, they're hauling the logs everywhere. Maybe I should be following the builders instead to see what they're doing, because they're not coming down here. Okay. So these bots are doing nothing. Okay, so that means they don't know they can help with this. So maybe it does have to be built from the bottom. Like, I feel like that's not really an ideal... aha! Okay, it's not letting me do that because it's in the wrong spot here. So I wonder if it does have to be built from below. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so this would very firmly be built from above. That would, and we also don't need to have a path on it. So let's see if they end up building this, which they should, because there's pretty much nothing else in this district that has to be constructed. Then they should be able to come off the end here and start helping. If not, then we're going to have to do a whole lot of really complicated moving stuff across districts in large quantities, which, I don't know, might be good for content, but I don't really want to have to do that. It is nice to see the different build stages. We watched this in the live stream playthrough with the Iron Teeth. Obviously not this wonder because they have their own, but the different stages, I think there were 5. At 0, 25, 50, and 75, and then of course when it's finished. So it's nice to see the different progress. I don't know what this one's is, because I haven't seen it outside of whatever the GIF was in the Steam update post that they made 2 months ago when this came out on the experimental branch. But we're getting pretty close to getting that taken care of. They do have these terraces looking pretty good. Actually, how did they... they built these up from the bottom. That's what the thing is. So as long as they don't get stuck, I think we're going to be okay. This is done. Do we have anyone coming down to drop materials from the top? Something tells me the answer is no. But it's such a smart idea. Like, is it... Oh, they have to go through... Okay. Well, they got planks in here. They got... Man, that's a disappointment. I really thought that was going to work. But if it doesn't work, I guess we can go ahead and get rid of these. save ourselves the materials and just get that stuff picked up. That's a shame. So we're gonna be complicated. Is what we're gonna be, because this is kind of a roundy-roo way of getting. Oh, that's a huge, yeah, way around here. This doesn't have any other real easy way of doing it. Well, I mean, it doesn't seem to be that slow. Maybe it just needs to be a thing where I put in just a couple of these things right here and then have this instead come down. I know we have this right here, and it's probably not it's probably not going to be the best, most efficient thing to stick that all up here, but I really want to make sure that this is not becoming a problem. Alright. Where's my gears? Okay, force import of gears. Force import of those. Force import. Those are already force imported. Alright. So we've got to get down here. So another set of staircases. Just get the ladders mod. Not in this playthrough. We've been over this. But now they can access this. That's probably how we should have structured this whole thing. Anyway, we might still do that. Might move this to be completely straight down at some point in the future. But for now, I think this is going to really help. These guys can bring this out from the district crossing, and then we'll get everything else taken care of. So now that that's happening, how are we looking over here? Still don't have... We're close, though. We're very, very close. We still don't have any... Really? No paper? Okay, so these are operating because they're connected to this single gravity battery. And that has a capacity of 20,000. Okay, well, it's about to be 26. Actually, it could be 28 because it's not counting the space where the dynamite was actually planted. Yep, 28. So, do I still have room? No, that's at the bottom of the map. Okay, so the maximum capacity of these is going to be 28,000. That's fine. This one windmill should also be able to power these mostly. We're going to end up adding more, of course, but they have to finish this first, which requires paper, which we might not be force importing. Now we are. Cool. And we are actually making it now. But we can prioritize those by the haulers, and we can make all that good to go. Now, most of the rest of the stuff that I had planned for today was just getting this stuff a little bit more optimized. I do want to see... Okay, this is really helping here. That's really helping. We've actually got substantially more stuff brought in than I thought we were going to this early. Obviously, it's not going to be finished this episode. Might not be finished next episode, but the important thing is that we started it. Because, as some of you have observed and said in the comments, it takes a really, 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 really long time to build. And if I had started this in the last episode, we'd just be waiting or time-lapsing like a whole cycle probably to get this built. But now that it's going, I can forget about it periodically, go do other stuff, and it not be a huge problem. So that's good to see. Now, the harvesting is probably within the next day. That's a-okay. We just have to get the rest of these picked up. So this is actually full. We're not using all of the wood because we haven't been processing everything in this district. So we probably should maybe think about putting in a little industrial district. It doesn't have to. I'm not a fourth district, like an area of that place over there district, which is currently this place over here, but you get the idea. So somebody in the comments caught on to the who's on first bit that's being referenced here. So congratulations to you. Good quality humor. But oh, okay, this actually ran both of these for a couple of days and is only down to that much. All right, we can work with that. Just got to get some paper here. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I know they're using paper, but I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. Do I pause the printing presses? I mean, we can use the punch cards, but I think getting the other stuff done is going to be more important. Let's pause these just for now. get that taken care of, and then go back to it. While we see if there's much more that can be done for the beaver's well-being. I think wet fur, they could use a Lido up here. I know they have one, but maybe a second one. Do we really not have any rooftop terraces or agoras up here? No. We have an agora. Why are they not, using it? Rooftop terraces, though, yeah, we definitely don't. And that was one of the things I was going to maybe do up here. Why I have this set up the way I do. I don't know. We've got some time to think about it. We're not really hurting for much of anything, really. Just trying to get some stuff done. See, this is still at 0% because they haven't gotten enough to get a milestone yet. But it is working. It is working. We're going to have water coming in here probably before day 2 of the temperate cycle. So we got to get these trees removed. I need to have... See, that's scrap metal storage. These guys working in here. Easiest thing to do is going to be to just build a couple of large piles. I'll just put one right here. Just so we can start taking these logs down. We'll grab some other stuff at some point later. This one's now finished, looking good. We do have 2 pieces of paper, so, you know, it's progress, folks. Yeah, now these trees are really growing in here. We want to make sure we can take advantage of that. Yeah, get all these cut down. In fact, I'm going to... I hope I don't forget to fix this, but I'm going to stop cutting these trees down because I need them to cut the ones down that are down here first. So we'll let them do what they got to do. This is going to have to refill before this can go get more water in it. I just hope it doesn't dry out. It shouldn't. It should be okay. And then it does have to get to higher than 0.66 before it comes out on that side. And this has to... You know what? It could be another 3 days from now. It could be day 4, day 5. Which I guess is good for us. This can't be reached, can it? No, it cannot. All right. Well, that's a kind of a pain. I guess we'll just put this platform here they can come back and take care of later. But this does look a whole lot better. I know we maybe could have sculpted this a little bit so it's not just straight lines everywhere. But it gave us something to do with our dirt. That's always nice to see. 2% progress. Very nice. Leave that alone. Come back and check on the trees. Yeah, see, this is what I was hoping that they could start on, was getting this whole thing. I'm just going to go straight through here. And then maybe inset. Maybe inset here. Just follow the curve, so to speak. This can still reach all of this, so we can just kind of leave it alone. Let them grab these things. Again, it's going to be days before this gets filled back up. But every little tiny pixel worth of water is going to constantly go away at a very slow speed. We just have to be mindful of that. In case stuff takes a turn for the worse, we can try to do something about it. This should start spilling over pretty soon, though. I think that's going to be fine. Like, I don't want to miss this going to 25% because it's pretty cool when the new structure comes in. Something tells me, though, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Do we have... Yes. Finally. Now, this is only putting out 128 HP, but it is helping. It is helping. But these gravity batteries will go all the way down unless I put another... what's this thing called? A windmill? Yeah. Put another couple of windmills here. So that one's going to go there. Get these things hooked up to power. You know what? There's really no reason for us to go around making these things more complicated than they need to be, but it does look kind of cool. So I figured we might as well do what we can. Make something look a little bit interesting. Little incremental bits at a time. 4 extra bots. They're up here. Really 2 extra because I have these printing presses paused until we can have enough paper get caught up. The hauling posts are still bio-beavers. Most other stuff, with the exception of the water pumps, has been automated. Have been automated. I don't really know that there's... Unless we wanted to really start a huge project, which at this point I don't know that we want to. Or need to, even. We're kind of just in maintenance mode. Yeah, this hasn't even... Oh, okay, this needs to just be open. There we go. So this is going to dry out, probably at some point in the very near future, within the next day or two. I need them to get this... all this wood harvested here. And I can't block this all the way off until these trees are taken care of. Do I even really need to worry about it, though? Ah, the range has decreased. The range has decreased. Well, we can leave some of these alone. I don't think it's that big of a deal to have trees just exist. But we do want to make sure we're keeping our options open here. Let's see what else they can... Oh, they can grab a couple more trees. That's fine. Now we have water flowing into here, at the very least. It's going to take a while before it comes over the dams. Hopefully by that point, we have most of these trees taken care of. And this... yeah, this metal is not long for this world either. I know it looks like we still have a lot, but that's probably less than a cycle's worth left. Oh, wow, they already built that? That was quick. Okay, power shaft it is then. Then, you know, we might as well go ahead and... I could put this here. So that would actually... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Or I could... I'm going to put it there, just because it matches with the terrain. I think that would be nice to respect the contours of the terrain. Plus, I like seeing all the clockwork with the shafts turning and stuff. It's nice. Okay, so now it's putting out 290. These take 200 apiece. But as soon as that goes up a little more, then maybe we could put a couple more processing buildings in. We are going to eventually, hopefully, be able to just hook this whole thing up. Like a Ring of Power type situation. Well, not the Lord of the Rings series. But you know what I'm getting at. Okay, so this is coming in here now. No more flooding, it seems. There is now no longer anything left to do, so let's unmark. Unmark, thank you. All these down here. I guess these aren't ever going to get cut unless I put something else in the way, but for now this seems to be pretty much done. Hopefully none of these beavers, or the bots rather, end up getting stuck. I think if we make this... Oh, it has to be... Okay. Oh, they can still get around this side. But I just want to make sure that one gets finished first so we can hopefully avoid the travesty of the bots having to be rescued again. It was very, very annoying. So that is good. Please don't get stuck. I'm going to be very irritated with you. Pines. I can't plant trees until the grass is there. But I can go ahead and re-enable these for cutting. Along with, well, all of this. Then get back to work on all that fun stuff. So for the most part, this can be summarily ignored for the time being. Now we're talking. We're putting up more power than these are consuming, which means these are going up very, very slowly. All right, let's come back and check on things in this place down here. 10%. It would be really great if this got to 25 before the end of the episode, because then I could use that cool partial construction picture for the thumbnail. Which, at this point, if you clicked on the video, you already know what the thumbnail looks like. I don't, because I haven't done it yet. It's just cool to watch them constantly do this. Yeah, they're not even using these. I guess they're just pulling it straight out of the district crossing as soon as it gets brought in. If it's even going to this one, it might be going to this one. Yeah, they're... all right, whatever. So all this work over here we did was for naught, I suppose. Oh well, sometimes this just how it goes. We have 420 of these pieces of paper now, so I'm going to turn the punch cards back on. We have one extra bot, up to 225 though, that's great. So now... yeah, see, there's not really a whole lot left on my docket, except for hopefully improving this area a little bit more. So this takes care. Wowee! This takes care. Correct English. Do not get stuck back there, I swear. Oh, that's going to be super annoying when that happens. So that means I guess I have to pause this block so they don't accidentally do that to themselves. But, friends, it looks like this is going splendidly well. I know I was talking about putting some other tanks here to facilitate transfer of the biofuel, which is... oh, actually, catalyst is force import. No, biofuel is force import. Catalyst is not. Well... we aren't having any problem supplying stuff anyway, so I think it's fine. I have those two there, these two here. Everything looks like it is going to be just fine. We have a ton of extract. I probably didn't even need to build this other one. Ah, the treated planks, yeah. That's going to continue to be a problem because we're using a bunch of them for over here. It's at 12%. I would hate to have to just keep building these. Why are these not prioritized by haulers? That is such a stupid... I thought I already did that. Okay, well, I guess I made a mistake. So that should help our throughput a little bit. The plank situation is very strong. Paper has massively improved. Bots have massively improved despite not having enough limbs, never having enough limbs. There are a number of you who want me to just suck it up and place another bot part factory up here just for the, what are they called? Limbs. I don't know if I... man, like, I guess I probably should. But, man, it just... oh, it makes me so mad. Like, this is so perfect, having 3 and then 2 assemblers for every 3, but for whatever reason, it just never ends up working. Even though the math should being the operative term. No, get out of here. Should line up. Well, you win. I guess I'm just going to do that and have it be super ugly. Not that this was looking that great anyway. But you know how it goes. What do you mean this is too far? Okay, they haven't, they didn't finish this platform yet. I guess I need to prioritize both of these things now that this is here. I'm going to have to deprioritize it just so they can build the rest of this stuff. Ah. It's fine. Oh, they've been constantly cutting down and replanting these maples this whole time. Oops. That's definitely on me. Yeah, how did I get away with doing that? Is that a... that's an oak tree, okay. But the rest of these are maples. They're not supposed to be cut down. But between you and me, and the 5,000 people that are going to watch this video, I don't think we need to have any more of the maples here, but, you know, we might as well just finish what we started over here. We'll have to keep checking on that, of course. Yeah, they've made a lot more progress on this than I thought they were going to. First episode. But now we've run through our extra stock is the problem. So now it's going to be in real time, what can we produce? And what can we bring over here? Treated planks being the biggest question mark remaining here. So as much as I would hate the idea of just having to have a metric you-know-what ton of these things, We're probably going to have to because it takes 3 hours to make 1 plank. So every 3 hours, we make 5 treated planks. We need another 1,411 of them. So you can do that math if you feel so inclined. But man, I wasn't trying to over-industrialize this whole area because I thought it would be nice if we could just have something that looked relatively interesting. Oh well, you know how it goes. So we're gonna need to. Is this? Okay, that's a power shaft. Duh. Man, I guess I'm just gonna need to suck it up and just build ugly garbage here. So that'll be a 5x1 all the way across. Except I actually don't need it to go that far. It's fine. It hurts my pride, but it's fine. I know that's not going to be like a verified super ultimate fix all your problems pill putting these 3 in here, but it's going to help, I guess. We are going to want to put in... I'm not going to be able to actually fit this the way I wanted to. We're going to be able to, hopefully... no, that needs to be a 5. Hopefully. Fit stuff in a little bit nicer fashion here. Yeah, I'm not completely in love with this, but what can you do? What can you do? It's just going to have to be, good enough. That will at least connect this to here, and then it has to go all the way around the outside to get to everything else, because I have the power being transferred on these straight power shafts, and so on and so forth. I actually don't know if I need to have these anymore, because I think I had some that were being transmitted underground and then underground again. But for me to find out, I'd have to disconnect stuff, and I kind of don't want to have to worry about that. So I think we're just going to leave it alone. Up to 16%. Yeah, we're not going to get the 25 today, which is unfortunate. But hey, it's fine. We'll make it work with what we got. This last piece here can get put in. Pop these pines where they're supposed to go. Then that. Okay, we can plant some more up here. I think that goes... Okay, 2 more. Make sure those are marked. And then these trees are kind of in the way, but again, what can you do? Not that much. I think we'll just leave them alone. For right now. Maybe we can come back later and, I don't know, figure something else out. But now we also have the opportunity to go across our dam here. At least for the purpose of putting in extra land that we've been attempting, or should be attempting to do. So what I will do is I'll move those 2 out. I can't obviously build a... wait, no, I didn't need to do that. I just need to... Okay. I just need to do this so we can have the whole thing lined up. I don't know why I moved the other mess there. But as soon as these are constructed, then I can take these stairs out, and I can take those stairs out, and then we can slowly start replacing stuff with dirt where it's supposed to be replaced with dirt, which primarily is going to be here, 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 and here, which means this is also going to have to be removed, but I wanted to make sure we could get everything else done. Now, that's done. That's done, which means that's done. I know this says it's no longer connected, but we're going to fix that real quick. There's no path here, right? I didn't really have a reason to pause. I just ended up doing it. That, yep, that'll get us there. And then I believe... Yeah, I'll be able to take out these levees here. Actually, we could plant a little bit more in the way of either trees or the spatterdock. We just got to get it taken care of here. I think I'm gonna just do this. This will become a piece of land, and then these two, not that we really need them, but they can become spatterdock. So as soon as that's in place, then I can take this out. Yep, there we go. I know it's going to say, oh, we're disconnected. Just stop it, it's fine. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Not the end of the world. And that can become another pine tree. That can become another pine tree. That can become a marked for cutting. And there we go. That is an improvement. I maybe could have done a little bit more with that, but at some point we might end up doing something else. For right now, though, that's going to have to be good enough. That was already marked? Okay, cool. All right, how are we looking over here still? Is it 16% or it's 18? Okay. So I think, folks, that's probably going to be where it makes sense for us to stop today. I know we haven't finished building these wood workshops. You know the saying. Takes time. They're working on it. They've got most of this finished, which was going to be the hard part. So I guess we'll go ahead and park it right here and watch them build this while we're doing our end of episode debrief. As always, appreciate you being here. Always. I know I said as always, I appreciate you being here always. Look, English is not as hard as math, but sometimes it is. You truly do make it possible, though, to keep doing the stuff. Beard Boosters, financially, supporting everything, and all of you guys in the comments giving your ideas and your encouragement and everything else makes it emotionally possible to keep doing all this stuff and, you know, keep track of what we're trying to do. Because I can't come up with a lot of great ideas by myself in a vacuum, but when we all put our heads together, eventually something good's going to come out of it, right? Hopefully that's the idea. So... I do always read all the comments. I can't respond to everybody, and I can't always do what everybody asks that we have done. But we can always do at least something, and as long as you're doing a little bit every single day, you're eventually going to get somewhere. So hopefully that's what we're going to be able to do and take care of everything here. But I really, truly do appreciate it. Could not do it without you. I'm very grateful that you've chosen to spend a little bit of your time today with me and on these other videos as well. So we'll see you again on Monday for this series, but we've got Roller Coaster Tycoon coming out tomorrow. That's going to be the Dynamite Dune scenario. And then on Sunday we have more water beavers. And then Tuesday, I will probably run a community poll for this, but I'm considering what to put in the Tuesday slot. It's either going to be another Roller Coaster Tycoon video or it's going to be a third episode of Water Beavers. And it might not be the same every week. It might switch off, but you could also just leave a comment here seeing what you want to see, but I don't necessarily want to turn the comment section of this video into a community poll because it's supposed to be talking about what we're... You get what I'm saying. So, all that being said, we have 2 of these operating. The third one is getting very close. Let's go ahead and prioritize these so we don't forget. Obviously can't do this one yet because it's not finished. But that's going to be it, folks. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Whatever it is you're doing, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you again very soon for more of this series and more of all the others. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.